Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. How's everyone doing today? We're here with episode number 2 of the Emotional Blender podcast with my co-host Marcus and
What's poppin'?
special guest CB_project. How you doing today?
I am wonderful today on a Sunday.
Yep, you're
Great
watching some
Sunday.
football today. Actually, you're missing
Oh,
the
yeah.
you're missing the game for this, aren't you?
Oh, I've got Red Zone on in the background, guys. Panthers are up 35-7 on the Bucks. It's getting seriously out of hand.
I'm not a big football guy. I just went downstairs and my family's watching it, so I knew what was going on now.
Nice.
But I understand that you are a big sports guy, though.
Yes, sportscasting is my career during the day when I am not streaming in my off time. So football, basketball, baseball, hockey, lacrosse. If it's a sport, I probably covered it.
Oh wow, what do you cover it on?
So I live in Richmond, Virginia. I'm not afraid to admit where I am. And I worked for one of the local ABC affiliates up until June 30th. And then I broke away from the station looking for my next opportunity. So it gave me time to be at home with my fiance and my dog. And also I wanted to become a streamer as like a passive income type deal.
Mhm.
So working for the local ABC affiliate, sports anchor reporter, anchoring on the weekends, reporting during the week. Some of my highlights in the 4 years I worked there have included most recently covering the Stanley Cup final with Washington Capitals winning the Stanley Cup over the Las Vegas Golden Knights. I made it to the Eastern Conference Finals for 2 games, and I made it to Game 3 of the Stanley Cup final when the Capitals won. I believe it was 6-2 or 6-1. And that was an insane atmosphere. Donut told me before we came on he's a huge hockey fan, so I imagine he's going to have some questions about that.
I am a very big. I've been a huge hockey fan all my life. I've played hockey all my life. I'm a big Ranger fan, which right now is kind of tough, but
Hang in there, buddy.
yeah. But yeah, no, I've been a Ranger fan my whole life, and so yeah, I'm very much into hockey for sure. Probably
Yeah,
favorite
hockey's a great sport. I think, okay, if I had to say it right now, I think hockey playoff atmosphere is the best postseason atmosphere
Oh
by
man,
far.
I agree with you. I've never been to a postseason game. I've been to plenty of games, regular season, but no postseason games yet. But yeah, even you can tell just by watching it on TV how intense it is. And
Oh yeah,
hockey fans are the best for sure.
for sure.
I know I said I wasn't a sports guy, but I used to go to a lot of hockey games. My dad would get Devils tickets from his work, and I'd always end up at those games, usually preseason games.
Yeah, the Jersey Devils.
Yeah.
Are they still there?
At the Prudential Center?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're still there. I believe
All
so.
right, cool. They haven't moved. Yeah.
The Prudential Center's
remember they
new.
might have- Oh, okay.
Newish.
Yeah. I've never been into New Jersey, but
That's where I'm
I know
from,
I know they're so big about their Devils because they had the Nets and then Brooklyn took the Nets.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we also don't have a football team either.
Womp womp.
We
Unless
got
you're a
the
Jets
Giants
fan.
and Jets fans here in New
There you
Jersey,
go.
but they are New York teams.
That's right.
Yeah.
But, anything else from my career that y'all are interested in might be when I was in college at University of Miami. I was there from 2010 to 2014, and my 2 internships allowed me the opportunity to cover the Miami Dolphins, also cover Miami Hurricanes, football, basketball, all the college programs that are important there. Also the Miami Marlins. Don't get me started on the Marlins. I have my own personal bias there about how they're a shoddy organization. But the most impressive of the University of Miami tenure was going to the NBA Finals twice and covering LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, and being there for LeBron's first title, and also high-fiving Pat Riley as he came out of the Heat locker room drenched in champagne, as an intern, no less.
That's impressive for sure.
How do you get into like a career path like that? What do you go to school for?
Yeah, so I knew I wanted to be a broadcaster in sports specifically around 2001, 2002. At the time, I was 10, 11 years old, and I was a huge Miami Hurricanes football fan, and that was when they won their 5th national championship. And I remember being at the Rose Bowl, celebrating the national championship and thinking to myself, man, I want to be associated with sports in any way possible because this is the best feeling I've ever had. Mind you, I didn't really feel any lows at the time because the team was so good when I was getting on the bandwagon from my uncle who was an alumni. So maybe like in hindsight, I should have anticipated the lows of any sport. But after that, I went to high school. My buddy said, why don't you work for ESPN? Why don't you? Some dumb high school thing. I said, you know what? I will. And from there, I just started looking up schools that are good at communication. Syracuse is the top school of communication in the country. Northwestern is like second for grad school.
Mhm.
It's top. And then I picked University of Miami, which luckily was in the top 5 for school of communication in the country. So I lucked out not only for going to the college I wanted to, but it was a great school of communication. And the sports scene there is equal to New York, LA, Dallas,
Yeah.
the major cities in America that have 5, 6 sports college teams of significance.
That's really interesting. So now
Yeah.
you're starting a Twitch career as well.
Yeah, this is more of, to me, like a hobby because I play
Mhm.
so many video games in my off time. And when you're broadcasting in sports, mainly unless you're dayside, you're working a 2 to midnight shift with maybe an hour and a half break. So that gives me time in the morning to get chores done and mess around. And yeah, I have to be paying attention to any kind of news that's happening in sports at a local level. I mean, I might have some connections nationally, but no one's going to pay attention if I have a breaking news story on where LeBron James was going to go or if this coach is going to get fired.
Yeah.
So I just sit around with my dog and watch TV or play games. And I thought to myself, well, I do have experience in front of a camera. I play video games. I don't sound like a dunce. Maybe I could do this whole streaming thing and see what happens.
Yeah, it was kind of like a perfect storm. Yeah, you were pretty
Yeah,
natural at
yeah.
it. I've watched a lot of your stuff.
Well, I appreciate that, guys. And
Yeah.
both of you are also equally good streamers. Don't sell yourself short.
Yeah, no, me and you started around the same time. I remember we joined the small streamer community. Shout out to them.
Shout out.
We joined that around the same time, I think.
Shameless plugs.
Yeah, shameless plugs.
Yeah,
So you've been playing Red Dead 2 now.
Yeah, I'm actually talking with y'all and kind of playing it as I talk. Don't worry, the volume is down. I'm not doing any story missions. I'm just screwing around in the game. Just because that's all I want to do in this game. Have you guys played it yet? Oh my god, it's amazing.
I haven't played it yet.
No, I have not.
Oh, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Gentlemen. Once this podcast is over, stop what you're doing and get Red Dead 2. It'll be money well spent.
My girlfriend has my
I-
PlayStation. I gotta grab that back.
I don't even have a
Oh.
PlayStation.
Eh.
Oh no.
I'm not a huge console guy. But
Oh man.
yeah, I don't have a PlayStation.
You guys are
I
PC
have-
Master Race, huh?
Yeah, all the
Yeah,
way.
mostly PC. I have a Switch, which I like. Play that a lot. But that's really the only console. I had an Xbox a while ago. I still have an Xbox 360, but I haven't played that in a year. I feel like I can't really justify buying a console because I feel like it's just going to be a waste because I would just rather play games on the PC. But then
And there's
a game
exclusives.
comes out, yeah, for a console only, and you're kind of like, eh.
Yeah.
But I have really been wanting to play Red Dead 2 for sure.
I understand the difference between PC and console being like, oh, you get the best graphics card, you can build your own like computer from scratch. You can have like this huge monitor. You can get three screens for peripheral vision.
It's exactly what I have.
See, exactly. But for me, a console is so simple because it's multifaceted. So I have a PlayStation 4 Pro. I have a Nintendo Switch. Those are my two consoles. I had Xbox before, but because of the exclusives, and I've always been a PlayStation lifer, I just made the decision to stick to PlayStation. And I tried playing PC with my buddy about 3 months ago, and I just felt like a fish out of water. It was so weird to me how he had this mouse that took up the entire desk, like a mouse pad, I mean.
Oh,
So-
that's my mouse pad.
Me
I have a
also.
mouse mat that
Exactly,
is
a mouse
really
mat.
wide. Yeah.
So while both of you are representative of the PC, I am a strict console guy through and through. And if someone tries to get me on PC, it'll only be for Steam having an insane deal of all the best games ever made.
So you don't play anything really on PC at all?
Not really. I'm strictly console, and I'm
All right.
okay with that. I'm okay to defend the console streamers at all times.
No, I mean consoles. I don't have anything against console players. Like I know some people, they're like, oh, console players, but like it's all the same. Like it's just preference.
So what do you
Yeah.
use to stream with then? You use a capture card to your PC. Would you just have like a laptop or?
So what I've got, and this is what was the difficult part of getting into streaming, at least from my end, and I credit everyone who may be tuned in right now who's been streaming longer than I have, whether they're from the small streamer community, anyone from your Discord, my Discord, or just people who mosey on in here thinking this might be an interesting conversation, is that there's a lot of things that go into it, and PC kind of eliminates some of the extra factors that go into it. So like you said, a game capture card. I had to buy an Elgato HD60 Pro game capture card. I also had to get the web camera. Obviously, I had to get a monitor instead of my TV if I wanted to have the control and the good camera distance. Because when I first started streaming, I was doing it from my TV, and my sofa's on the other end of the room, so it didn't look good at all.
Yeah.
And the computer that I do it through is an Asus, but it's got an Intel Core 5 processor, which is really, really bad. But thankfully, through watching YouTube videos, talking to communities in Discord, I was able to figure out the right specs to get everything straight. And now I've been able to get by with 60 frames per second, about 45% CPU percentage. And I've got a clean stream now that I'm using an Ethernet hard wire cable to boost my internet connection. But I can't have other browsers open. Like if I was trying to watch my stream to watch the chat, you could start to see my stream lag a ton.
Wow.
So I mainly watch through. I just open up my dashboard on my phone. I don't watch the stream. I just look at the chat and the activity to see what's going on. But it's a balancing act, really. And unless you have the actually, everyone hold that thought. My dog's eating something. BRB. Would say no.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like a struggle.
That's the main thing
stream.
with. I've wanted to stream from my Switch for a long time now. Just stream Switch games that I enjoy, that are Switch exclusives, obviously. But, it's hard, obviously, to do that without buying a capture card, which are somewhat expensive, and it's worth it if you intend to use it a lot. But, most of the time I stream games on my PC.
Yeah, it's just easier just to hit stream and capture the monitor.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, I'm back, everyone. Dodge demolition. The dog is too strong.
Dog too strong. Yeah. What did he eat?
Yeah, Dodge.
What did your dog eat?
Saying hi. Oh no, my dog's name is Bootsy. He's a corgi.
What did he eat though that you had to go get him?
Oh, he was so this like makeshift rustic like patch it yourself pumpkin fell on the floor and he was eating the cork that kept it all together. Now he's in timeout, looking right at me from his cage, which is right next to my desk.
Yeah, I wanted to stream.
Like, I hate you. You suck.
Yeah, I wanted to try. Since I do play on like my PC, you could actually stream your PlayStation 4 to your PC, like almost lagless if you're in the same house.
I actually discovered how to do that. That was how I first started streaming. No joke, man.
You didn't use a capture card.
Correct. So when I first started, I learned about it's called PS4 Remote Play.
Yeah.
And if you are in the same building using a hard network, like a hard line, it can work. But if you're playing a game like I was playing a lot of Dragon Ball Fighter Z, oh my god, it was like I can't. No.
The input lag was bad.
Oh yeah, it completely collapsed in on itself.
Yeah, I've been wanting to try it out, so that's
Make sure, okay, so here's a tip. If you're going to do it, make sure that you have the internet speed that can keep up with it and a game that isn't super duper intense.
Yeah, okay, I feel
like
that.
There's a lot going on in the foreground. Like if you play Red Dead Redemption 2, something like that, I think you could keep up. But if you're playing Dragon Ball Fighter Z, where there's just so many different things happening on screen, you're forcing your computer, whether you have an Intel Core 5 like me, or if you have an Intel Core 7, you might be okay. But just think about it, processing power, internet speed, and
a lot of factors.
And activity.
Okay. So you play a lot of sports games too, right? You play Madden and stuff like that?
Yeah, I'd say Madden is probably my best game, sports games wise. I play Madden, FIFA, NBA. I played NHL in college with my boys, but no one plays NHL anymore, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So
NHL
I mainly stick to Madden.
That's awesome. I played that with my buddies on my Xbox 360 a lot. Like
nice.
Back, I think it was NHL 14 was the last one I played, which was so fun. Wow, I missed that. But yeah, no, you're right. I guess it's not as popular as it once was.
Okay.
It's just the way it is because I mean, hockey is a very technical sport. If you don't understand what's going on, plus the controls necessary to do it, it's just like what am I doing?
Yeah, I think I played that. I didn't really.
The controls are kind of weird. Yeah, it is tough. But yeah.
Yeah, no, but I love playing sports games a ton, mainly because you can play all the online multiplayer, one-on-one. You really get a good feel for what other people are doing. Madden is the one game where if you don't know football, you're going to struggle. If you play FIFA, all you have to do, and this is a public service announcement from CB Project. If you play with Juventus, you're not good at FIFA. Don't spam Cristiano Ronaldo running down the field with 99 overall rating. This PSA brought to you by the CB Project. Keep it locked.
To all the cheesers out there in the FIFA community, there you go.
I know who you are.
I've never played FIFA. I'm not like a soccer guy.
Okay.
Me and Mark have this a friend who's like super into soccer. He's a big FIFA fan.
Okay.
So he always talks about it to me. I'm like, I don't know anything about soccer really. I played it in elementary school.
Yeah, me too.
And that's all I know. That's all I know. So, been to a couple professional soccer games, which are awesome to watch, and I watched some of the World Cup. I mean, who didn't? But like, other than that, I mean, soccer isn't something I'm very proficient in.
Yeah.
So
It's big flags
BlizzCon.
on.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh no, go ahead.
okay. BlizzCon was this week.
BlizzCon.
I didn't watch
I
a
love
lot
me
of it.
some. I watched a ton. I watched the opening ceremony because I love me some juicy reveals.
Ooh.
And there were some juicy reveals. There were also some controversial reveals. Diablo Immortal on mobile. Everyone's mad about that.
Yeah,
Um,
nobody wanted a mobile game.
Yeah, which I get. You know,
It's a mobile
I mean,
game.
why would you want to play it on mobile if you can play it on a console or
PC.
PC, you know, like
Just a cash
That-
grab.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Jinx.
yeah. It's just they want the microtransaction money. And that's really it.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I could think, because there's nobody who wants to sit there and play mobile games really, except for kids.
Well, also think about it this way. So people who have, it's also not only a cash grab, but when you're trying to get to the mass like target of gamers. So all three of us are men, sure, and we're what? Like I'm 27. You don't have to say what your exact age is, but college, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
So like college age group. A lot of people who are going to be playing Diablo on their phones might be a lot older than us or a lot younger than us who don't have a console or a
That's
PC.
accurate. Very true.
Yeah,
I mean-
because a lot of people, I'll see kids playing on phones and tablets. No joke. When I'm out covering sports, and some of these other anchors who have kids, they'll bring their kids. They're playing PUBG or Fortnite on the phone, not on like a Switch, on the phone.
Yeah, I can't imagine that because I tried playing Fortnite back when it was super popular on my phone, and it was just horrible. I could not. I just kept dying.
Yeah.
And you know, companies are coming out with mobile games all the time because I guess we might just be like a little blind to it, but I feel like the mobile gaming industry is like you said, for different ages other than like
There's a
ours.
stat that I don't remember the
You know?
exact stat, but it's like surprising. I read it. Let me look it up right now. You can keep talking.
Because there's also like a lot of like you said, younger kids or older people, not older people, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
That play a lot of games on their phone. And there's a whole it's a whole industry for it.
Well, I'm a guy who plays solitaire on my phone. Like that's
Yeah.
that's as far as my gaming on my phone will go. I'm gonna
Exactly.
play
I'm the same
solitaire.
way.
Like if
I'm the
I'm in
same
the
way.
airport, my battery's low, I don't want to play music, I don't want to watch a video, I'll play solitaire while I wait for the lift. Like,
Exactly.
that's-
I-
We're not trying to
playing-
play like full console games on the phone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I just feel like a phone it doesn't work well on a phone. Like I've been playing chess on my phone a lot recently, which is a great game to play on your phone because it's
Yeah.
like doesn't take much to play chess. It's like one tap, or solitaire too. It's just like very tap oriented. I think that's how games on the phone should be. Like when you have Fortnite and you have like a joystick, I just don't
Yeah.
feel like it's good controls, and like Diablo is the same way.
Yeah.
It's just like I just feel like it doesn't work on mobile.
Stat here is 2018 mobile games own 51% of the global market.
That makes sense. I can buy that stat.
I understand
Yeah.
because you have millions of people playing Candy Crush,
Yeah.
That's right.
which don't call themselves gamers. They just play games for fun on their phone, which they're not like. It's just different kind of.
I just love that
I
there
mean,
was no
like-
foresight when they announced the mobile game and everyone hated it. They were like, Why? Why do you hate us?" Like,
Yeah,
I
I
don't know.
read an
There was a
article where I
disconnect.
saw
Yeah.
I saw the headline of an article this morning. I didn't have the time to read it, but the headline was Blizzard is like surprised about how unhappy people are with mobile. Like they didn't see it coming at all,
They
which
should
I'm
see it
surprised
coming.
about.
Should
Exactly,
have seen it coming. Like,
which I'm surprised about for
Well, it
sure.
raises an even bigger debate that's been boiling on forever since gaming became a thing in the 80s is that who's playing the games and what is their influence on people? Like already right now, like 3 guys are talking about sports. Okay, fair enough. But there's also okay, has anyone seen Adam Ruins Everything?
I've
Yes,
seen
that's a great
commercials
show.
for it.
Okay, he had the same argument about video games, the demographics, and the misunderstanding of what gamers are, what the demographic is, and it's in fact been proven that there are more female quote unquote gamers than there are male gamers. And it's fact. But because the media, and I should know, being the media, which I hate every single day, they're going to patronize the gaming scene because not only is it good for their ratings, but if you're watching ESPN, they've been just advertising all the Red Dead Redemption 2. And what is Red Dead Redemption 2's protagonist? And what does it speak to? Testosterone and a man. Like that's just kind of how it all goes, whether it's mobile or
Exactly.
whatnot. So the mobile gaming community is thinking, okay, if we can't compete with consoles because consoles and PCs are going to a certain demographic, let's go to the other demographic, which is going to be probably more female buyers, consumers are going to play Candy Crush because it's not only like goes both ways in terms of who's going to play it, but something you can play on your phone, something that's simple to understand. It isn't going to be convoluted and kind of have a political message.
Yeah, no, that's true. A lot of the, popular games, like you look at Call of Duty, like there's no doubt that applies to males, like 100%. Like, almost every character in the game is male, and it's guns and stuff, and then historically, males are the ones that enjoy that stuff, while females, like you said, they're not. They don't. I'm trying
Yeah.
to say this.
Females go for
No,
more.
you're good. I
makes
know
sense.
this is like I kind of brought in something that's a little like I guess hard to talk about, but I mean there are people who play all of these games. It's just from the business side of it, that's what they're thinking. Like they aren't thinking what we know, which is there's so many people of all different backgrounds that play this game because it's a good game.
Exactly.
They just want to try and say, all right, this person probably isn't going to buy this game, but this person will, even though they might be completely wrong. And we all know they are. It's just the way that it is.
Yeah, like
Exactly.
girls will play Fortnite, guys will play Call of Duty. It's just like,
dude, there are models who play Fortnite.
yeah.
Like they team up. Like a ton of
Yeah.
people watch them. I've watched their streams. There's this girl, Jen Levine, who has like over 2 million followers on Instagram. She plays Fortnite regularly, and people tune in just because she's hot. Like that's fine. She
Like-
loves it too.
It's
Exactly,
fine. It's
that's-
shallow, but
that's-
it's fine.
Exactly.
That's awesome though. Like that, I've noticed with Fortnite. A lot of people who aren't big gamers started playing Fortnite just because of the sheer popularity of it,
Yeah.
and
And be
it
great.
kind of opened up a world for them, which is awesome. I think.
Did y'all
Um,
read the article about Ninja and how his influence kind of helped with that? Because it's not only Ninja's success in tournaments, but the way he was able to bring mainstream media to it. When he played with Drake, that changed the game.
Yeah, it brought
yeah,
a
for
lot
sure,
of people
that
in.
was he had like 1 million viewers at one point, which is crazy.
Right, because he didn't go, oh, I'm playing with such and such person, or oh, this other famous gamer. He took Drake. He crossed mediums to bring, like, cross-platformed essentially, bringing in Drake into a gaming forum, then played with a famous NFL player. When you could bring in other relatable aspects to a game, that not only brings exposure, but also lets people know, hey, it's not just all these nerds who are sitting in their house on a monitor with a green screen playing a video game. No, like there's athletes that are raising money playing Fortnite. Darius Geis of the Washington Redskins. I found this out while I was covering sports. And if you guys need me to shut up because I talk a lot, please tell me to shut up.
No, it's good. It's
No,
good.
no,
It's
you're
about you.
you're
It's not
solid.
about us. Yeah.
All right. But Darius Geis, who was picked in the second round by the Washington Redskins this year as a rookie, came into training camp, and he is a well-known Fortnite player. And he said he would play with people if they donated $5 to his channel, which would go straight into a charity, which would go to cancer patients, like in Louisiana where he was from. He raised $500,000 because people wanted to play with him. And he
That's
played for
awesome.
6 days straight in the offseason for Fortnite. That's the
That's
kind of
how-
impact that Fortnite and athletic, like just media and exposure can do.
That's how like you should use your platform to raise money, because he was using what he already had established, right? Like people weren't necessarily donating to help cancer; they were donating to play with him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So he was using that, which is awesome, I think.
He understands what the model of Fortnite is. Like, it's a free to play game, and there's famous people that play it. Why not take
Exactly.
advantage of that?
Exactly.
Yeah, that
It's
was really
true.
nice. I never heard about that actually.
Yeah.
So
that's
I
really
don't know
cool.
if Diablo Immortal is going to be trying that same thing with the mobile game, like, oh, free to play on mobile, loot grabs or whatever the pay to play type thing, where
Yeah.
you pay to succeed. But that's the kind of thing you're doing, and a lot of people are trying to get famous people to support their game, like anything with Warcraft or Diablo. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The thing is, what makes Diablo a little bit different from like a game like Fortnite on mobile is Diablo is like, an established franchise already.
Mhm.
It already has a fan base. Fortnite was pretty brand new. And Diablo is also, they didn't really make it like friendly for people that have never played a game like that before. Like, you're just jumping straight into like a pretty hardcore game that they don't really know about yet. Fortnite was everyone's kind of learning it at the same time, even though it's a new title. It's still, like
Another thing that Fortnite,
whatever game in the franchise, I forget, 4 or 5.
yeah, it's gotta be 5, I think. Another thing Fortnite did was it's on every platform imaginable.
That's true.
Literally anybody in the world has one thing that they could play Fortnite on. Like, whether it be the phone, the Switch, the console, the PC, anything. They could play it, and they could play with their friends on every other platform.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the cross platform. And once Sony finally just
Yeah.
gave up and said, all right, everyone play with each other, finally we got what we wanted.
Yeah.
I remember that during E3, like, why can't PlayStation sync up with Switch? And then everyone found out that Sony had to stick up their butts.
Yeah, I was thankful that I didn't link my Fortnite to my PlayStation because I wanted to have my Switch.
Right.
Yeah, it's just like it's 2018. So like, just make cross-platform a thing.
Yeah. Don't be that company, Sony. Come on, guys.
Yeah, I don't know. New Overwatch hero. Marcus, you're an Overwatch guy.
I was just about to say I'm a big Overwatch player. I don't know about you.
I love Overwatch as well. I don't play it as much as I used to, but I'm with you. I love Overwatch.
Yeah, Overwatch. I've been playing it since launch. Since launch.
Mhm.
So, yeah. I mean, Mark and I have friends. A lot of our friends still play it too. Mark doesn't play it anymore.
I gave up.
Yeah, I always feel like I get the most excited out of everyone I know when a hero is released. Everyone's like, oh, all of our friends are like, okay, yeah, new hero, nice. I get like super like excited. I'm like, this is so cool. Like, it happens 3 times a year. I'm just like,
Yeah.
hey, this is. I don't know. People just don't get as excited as I do, but I love when. I think Blizzard is amazing at releasing heroes, and the way they do it was like when you were I don't know if you watched when they released it on the stream of BlizzCon, but they had like an animated short that they introduced like 5 new characters in the short, and you knew they were going to announce a new hero, and you knew that hero was going to be in the short, but you just didn't know which one.
Right.
So I was watching it and my mind was racing. I'm like, oh my god, is that the new hero? Is that the new hero? And it was really cool. I was like, I think she looks awesome so far. I mean, we don't know a lot about Ashe, but I think she's a really cool design for sure.
What do you think, Mark?
Yeah, I think she's all right. I've kind of strayed away from Overwatch. I kind of strayed away from all team-based games in general. I found that cutting that out of my life has improved my overall happiness exponentially. It's just frustration, and that's not something I look for when I play a video game. So I haven't been following it. I did look at the new hero. She was pretty cool, but I haven't played since like the last 3 heroes they added. So
gotcha.
Not something I get super excited about.
Yeah, I played recently when I think it was maybe a couple weeks ago. I streamed it just because I was trying to do something different, mix up my variety. I love Overwatch, I really do, and I always get excited when I see a new hero. And the thing that I love about it is what you mentioned, Donut, is the cinematic shorts. They put so much love into crafting their characters in the backgrounds. It's like Fortnite's background story. You don't have to pay attention to it if you don't want to. But for those that care enough, they're rewarded. So to me, it sounds like you're one of those people, Donut. And when you see one of those shorts, you feel rewarded. Like, you've put so much time and effort into this game. Blizzard's going to put the time and effort in to explain how is this new hero going to come about? What is their relationship to some of the heroes? What does it mean moving forward, like with their powers and whatnot? So I watched it, and I may not have that same excitement level as you, but watching the cinematic short, I get to learn more about McCree and like his background.
Yeah, exactly.
The fact that he wasn't just from after he was with the Overwatch team, then with what is it, Blackwatch or something like that, I think.
He was with Blackwatch, but before that, it was the Deadlock Gang, which
The
is
Deadlock Gang.
how
Yeah.
he and Ash are connected. Yeah.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Like after Blackwatch, the history doesn't really say much about what McCree did. Like it was like, what does he do? And McCree's my favorite character in Overwatch, so that got me super pumped to watch that. I didn't watch the stream, but I saw the video posted 30 minutes after BlizzCon went down. And I remember I was sitting in my house with my fiance in the morning. I put my headphones on. She went upstairs to go to the bathroom, and I just watched it 5 times in a row. I was like, "Oh, McCree, I learned more about you. I'm so excited about this."
It's also like I like what you said about how.
But if you have one that you truly cherish,
Sorry.
and you get that reveal, it's just like it hits you right in the heart.
Yes, definitely. I mean,
that's what Blizzard does really well in my book.
I have been wanting a McCree short for a long time because I agree. Like, I like what you said before about how, you know, if you're not into the lore of a game, like you can still play Overwatch without having to know everything about every character, but it's like a little bit something extra that Blizzard does for people that like are interested in that. And like I like that. I think it's cool. I like cool stories, and like, you know, I think the Overwatch story is like super unique and interesting and cool, and like every hero like has a place, and like it's super interconnected, and I think it's so cool. But I just wish they like released more of it. Like they only release new lore when there's a new hero or a new, you know.
Was there ever talk of a TV show? I remember that at some point.
There was. I don't remember exactly what it was about, but that would be awesome because, you know, Overwatch, I mean, it's a video game, but like I think the story is like good enough to have like, you know, there's like a lot of background with it, and I think it would make a really cool.
Yeah, the world building. That's what you're describing, is that when a game has terrific world building, you feel rewarded going through that world. Like I'm playing Red Dead Redemption 2, and I'm talking to you guys, riding through the game on my horse. With so much going on in this world, I just want to go through it. And then I stumbled upon a gold bar, just literally going through the mountains, found this really crazy room. And if anyone wants to know where it is, I could tell you, just message me. But I found this crack in the mountain. I'm like, what is this? I walked inside, and there were these 6 statues surrounding this one statue in the middle. And then I just started pressing a bunch of buttons, and all of a sudden a secret hatch popped open, and there were 3 gold bars in there. I made $1,500. Like, whoa, what? Like that? Where did that come from? So, that's world building. Yeah. That's where it encourages you to go and explore the world if you want to, and then rewards you if you do.
Some game developers out there right now really happy you found that.
Oh yeah,
like nobody else did. I'm
gonna go look at the map right now and tell everyone where it is. Right. We're gonna. So if you want guaranteed $1,500 in Red Dead Redemption 2, go to Donner Falls at the top of the map. Go slightly to the right under the big eye, slightly to the right at the curve. That's where the crack in the wall is. You need to hit the buttons of 2, 3, and 5, and 7. 2, 3, 5, and 7.
You got a whole cheat code to get in there.
Oh no, it's not. You just have to hit the right statue button.
I'm just kidding. So Warcraft 3 also is at BlizzCon.
Yeah, that was a cool reveal for sure.
Was that Warcraft 3 and World of Warcraft Classic's different, right? Yeah.
World of Warcraft. I played a tiny bit. World of Warcraft Classic is World of Warcraft, but how it was like first released. Similar to
old school RuneScape copy.
That's what I was just about to say. It's similar to old school RuneScape, in I guess not in the way that old school RuneScape was, because people were like upset about RuneScape. Like Blizzard, they did it right, making World of Warcraft better. But Warcraft 3 is different. I don't know exactly what kind of style game it is, but
I think it's something else. It's like a strategy game.
Yeah,
that's how the original one is. I know I've played that before.
It's like an RTS game. Yeah. Well, World of Warcraft is more like an MMO, like RPG. But it's a remastered. It's remastered, so everything's update. Like the textures and character models are all upgraded, which is really cool.
Yeah, I was actually thinking
Uh,
about checking out World of Warcraft Classic, seeing what that's about.
Yes.
I haven't had the time to check it out yet.
Yeah, that might be cool. I don't know how different it is. Like, cause you look at old school RuneScape and RuneScape 3, and they are so different.
Hmm.
Just like the text, the graphics and the mechanics and everything is different except for the map. I think World of Warcraft Classic is
Kind of the
Warcraft
same thing.
World of Warcraft Classic is similar. It's just
Right.
like it's just like back in time. It's like
Yeah.
more of like a when they were revealing it, they mentioned that like people who didn't get the chance to play Warcraft Classic when it was first released, are going to get that chance, or people that played it back then who want like a to look back
Like a
and
nostalgia trip.
reminisce on
Yeah.
old times, nostalgia. Yeah. So I think that's kind of what it's for.
Okay.
But I have never been a World of Warcraft player, so I don't know much about it.
CB, you got any World of Warcraft input?
I have unfortunately not played a lot of World of Warcraft, but I did see that announcement of World of Warcraft 3, and I say the more the merrier. I mean, if it's a successful franchise, just keep on rolling on. I mean,
Exactly.
the movie is case in point of that. The fact that they made a freaking movie about it. So if people are still interested in it and they want something to advance the gameplay, the storyline, the background, the mythos of it, I say here, continue on.
I
Power
agree.
on.
I love, when they games that have their own universe, like Warcraft and Overwatch. When they reveal like Warcraft 3 is kind of a precursor to World of Warcraft. Like
Mm-hmm.
it was made before World of Warcraft, and the story from Warcraft 3 continues on into World of Warcraft.
Mm.
And I think it's like I said, I like kind of the story of games and the background of it, and I think it's cool like when like game studios do that and they
Mm-hmm.
kind of build on the story. And like the movie, I never saw the movie. I'm thinking now about it.
Yeah, and me neither.
Um,
I watched the movie. I actually watched the movie. I got it on discount on Google Chrome, and I was on a flight, so I figured, what the hell, I'll watch it.
yeah,
And like I said, I have not played World of Warcraft. I kind of get the basic battle of humans, orcs, and then there's wizards and stuff.
yeah,
But that movie is, whew, it is packed
could
so much
imagine.
that it just goes one direction, other side of the map, this map, and I'm like, dude, slow down. There's way
Yeah,
too many.
I heard that
characters.
complaint a lot for
Exactly.
people who weren't into it. Like, if you were into it and knew the lore before time, it's like easily followable. But like for
Yeah, the
someone like
battles
you or
were
me, I
great.
wouldn't
Don't get
know
me
it.
wrong,
Yeah.
the battles were great, and
I love the
nailed
story
that.
of World of Warcraft. I think the story is super cool. Like, I like those like kind of fantasy like stories, but also
Lord of the Rings stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
and that kind of stuff. So a movie about that is awesome. I need to watch that for sure.
I could definitely see
Yeah.
them making an Overwatch movie actually.
Oh, for sure.
Like not
The thing
maybe not
is-
immediately. Like even World of Warcraft is losing popularity, and they just threw the movie out there.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right.
In the future, I think it will happen. Personally, like
I could definitely see it.
I mean,
Mhm.
Overwatch is just getting bigger at this point, and it's still a brand new game by Blizzard's
Yeah.
standards.
Uh-huh.
And there's just so much that people don't know about it yet, and I think it would make such a cool movie. I don't know. All the characters are super unique and cool.
It would be interesting of which angle they take though on that movie, because there has to be a central focus about it. You can't just make it about the. I mean,
Exactly.
look, you have to build it up. You can't just go straight Avengers Infinity War with Overwatch. You
Yeah.
have to build the world up
That's-
in the cinematic universe.
That's why people, I think, wanted a TV show, because there's so many different chunks of the Overwatch story that are not necessarily connected. Because you have, the core Overwatch, which is like Winston, Soldier 76, and Anna, and then you have, people like Lucio and Symmetra who have their own stories but aren't even connected to Overwatch. Like,
Mhm.
how are you going to put everyone in a movie and have? There's like so many stories happening at once, which I think it would fit better in a format of a TV show where you could do one episode here and then connect the episodes later on.
Yeah.
That I feel like that would
I
be
agree.
a good direction to take it.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so we have some questions for you, CB. I scavenged some from the Discord. Cole
hot diggity.
XD asked a few questions he wanted me to ask
Okay.
you. First one was, what is your next game or project that you want to do?
The next game I want to tackle. Oh boy. So I did Resident Evil 7 on Halloween. I heard so many good things about it. I'll probably keep playing that. I'll keep playing Red Dead Redemption 2. But I think the next new game that I'm looking forward to streaming the most is going to be Super Smash Brothers.
Mm.
Oh,
I
yes.
I watched the Nintendo Direct, and I have many thoughts about it. Not many of them positive because they had just been rolling out the hits left and right on all of their directs. And then they show us World of Light. I'm 50-50 on it. They showed us the characters they're going to add. I'm also about 33% okay with what they added. I don't know why Piranha Plant is out there.
I
Why
agree
the hell?
with that.
Why the hell are you going to give me a plant when there were rumors, even a leak, that the Grinch might be in the game, that Goku might be in the game?
What the hell?
Why is Waluigi an assist trophy? Why is Isaac an assist trophy? It's blasphemy, Nintendo. Come on, man. You can't just let me down like that.
You saw
I
the that cinematic trailer though that they just released for. I guess they're having a story mode in it, aren't they?
Yeah, that's World of Light. That's a,
Oh,
so
okay.
it's
Oh, I didn't watch that. Oh,
Oh,
my
oh
god.
my god, you need to go watch it right now.
Yeah, I
No,
need
pull
to
it
do
up.
that.
Watch it. Okay, so but seriously, okay, so Subspace Emissary from Super Smash Brothers Brawl, where a lot of people liked it, and I'm in the
I liked
group
it.
that didn't like it. I didn't like it. It was too complicated.
Well,
And-
I think it's if you want to play by yourself, it's the way to go. But like if you don't have your friends there to play Super Smash Brothers with you, just play a single player version of it.
I mean, I can play online now, which makes
Yeah,
it better.
you couldn't
but
on the
playing-
original Wii, or you couldn't easily.
Yeah,
Nintendo's
Subspace
still
Emissary,
still way behind on the online stuff.
Yeah.
If you want to
But
add me
then
as a
they
friend
took
on
away
Switch,
Trophies, guys. They took trophies away and put it in with spirits, whatever the hell those are.
I haven't been following it that closely.
I have. I've since day one it came out on Nintendo 64. I've been a Super Smash person my whole life. I'm not a pro Super Smash Brothers player because I know I will get my butt handed to me so fast that I would get blown back to Richmond on the impending butt slap. Like it would just be straight trajectory of get out of our league. But I just love the game so much and how it's the biggest crossover. Legitimately, it is the Avengers Infinity War
Yeah.
of the gaming universe.
Oh my god, I agree.
Are you
I-
watching it right now, Donut?
I'm not, because I will watch it right after this though, because I want.
Spoiler alert, Kirby's the only one.
Yeah, that's it. He's the only hero in the game.
It's just Kirby. It's Kirby Simulator 2018.
That's right.
Yeah, but I
There
think
you go.
I don't know. I like the Subspace. I wish there was a single player. And like I had the 3DS version of Super Smash, and I just like
Mhm.
I don't know. If I wanted to play by myself, it's just not that fun.
Yeah. Look, yeah. So that's probably the one I'm most excited about because on the back burner, if things go the way I anticipate them going in two different directions, one direction or the other. When the game comes out around December 7th, I believe is the release date for Super Smash Brothers Ultimate. We have two
Yes.
barcades here in Richmond, Virginia. One of them has a Super Smash Brothers local tournament. It's nothing huge. It's not with the regional tournament that gets you up to the upper echelon of pro players. It's just something they do for fun. I want to stream that. I want to stream a Super Smash Brothers Ultimate tournament at a barcade for charity. I think that would be so dope, not only because people love to play Smash and compare each other's fighting skills and all that, but it's a game where you can watch it and enjoy what you're watching. And it's not against pro players. It's people like you and me who are just casual or intense, but not pro level players that enjoy it playing against other people in a competitive tournament nature. And it's
Yeah.
for charity.
Yeah,
That would be awesome. I
yeah.
like that a lot.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna
So
pick it
that's
up.
my idea.
I'm definitely gonna pick it up. I gotta pick up more Switch controllers, and my friends will be home for winter break from university, so that's what I'll be doing on my winter break.
Awesome. I'm jealous,
Yeah.
man. Hopefully, I have
And
friends that
Mario
come over
Party.
and
I gotta
play.
pick up Mario Party too for that.
Oh, I love
fun.
Mario Party. I want to stream that game again.
I need to get that for Switch too.
Are we
it's
trying to
funny-
Mario Party and podcast sometime, fellas?
Yeah, we could do that.
Oh,
Is there
dude,
online
that would
play?
be-
Whoa!
Is there online
that would
play?
be so much fun.
We could just
Yeah.
do mini games, man.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you probably
enough.
need the Nintendo Online, but that's like $3 a month, I believe.
Yeah, you could do $3 a
Um,
month or $20 for the year. If
which-
you're gonna do it, do $20 for the year. Because
Yeah,
if you do 3 times 12, do the math.
exactly.
36 for those
Wow,
slow
good
at
job,
math.
Mark.
For those slow
Good
at
job.
math,
Good
36.
job.
Or no. Hold on. Is it 20? No. I think it's something else.
I think it's 20. It's in the 20s for sure. I remember seeing it.
I can't remember, but I think if you do the year, it's a better deal than if you do it per month.
Hmm.
I'd have to look at the numbers.
Yeah, I'm just not a fan of Nintendo's online system. They kind of always half-ass it. They
Yeah,
never
their
seem
online
to
system
grab
is
their
never
footing.
good.
It's like,
Yeah,
oh,
12,
I haven't
12
run
months,
into
12
any
months is
problems so far.
$20. 12 months is $20.
The
Yeah,
only
I
thing
haven't
is
run
like,
into any problems so far
The only
playing
thing,
Splatoon and Mario Kart. No problems.
So-
It's been pretty good.
yeah, the multiplayer is fine, but the fact that the lack of social features
yeah, can't voice chat.
Sure.
is the problem. The voice chat, you have to do it through your phone. Like,
Well, that's what people do with
You know.
Discord sometimes.
that's
Yeah,
true.
but I mean, have you ever played like a PS4 online game that if you needed to play Overwatch and talk to your teammates, you have to use your phone to talk to them instead of just chatting in game? You know,
I had to do that for Fortnite.
really?
Yeah.
For playing it with cross-platform?
Well, yeah. So when we had a Nintendo Switch, you couldn't.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's because it's the Switch.
But you did. That's what I'm saying. Like the Discord.
Yeah.
You use the Discord.
Yeah, and then like if I want to add you as a friend on Switch, you have to give me like your like
That part's annoying. I'll give you
your
that
date
one.
of birth, social security number, like everything about you in this.
Unless
in
you
this
have the
code.
friend code.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
like
Like,
the
the
code?
friend code's
Yeah.
like 10 million characters long. It's just like, can I just put your username in?
Yeah. That would
2018?
be simpler. You got me there.
So I guess we talked about it a little bit. Cold Cole was asking what equipment you started with. So you started with no capture card. Now you have a capture card. You have
Right.
you have a green screen going. I see that.
Yeah, I do. I do. So the very first stream I tried, or the very first thing that I did, we're gonna go all the way back. This was me just humoring the idea of streaming. I was playing Shadow of Mordor, and I was trying to stream from my PS4 directly onto Twitch.
Mm.
And my username back then was just my name, which I'm not afraid to admit either. Chipriere. Be sure to look at my link if you want to see my TV action. Shameless plug. It's on my
which
channel.
is on which is also on the screen.
Yes,
You're
yes,
watching.
you go there. So I was just doing it for funsies to see how it went. I put my headphones on and I'm like, hey, it's a stream for the first time, guys. Let me know how it's going. And I just realized watching the stream, I was like, this looks like crap. I'm
Yeah.
never doing this again. So once I finally left 8 News to find my next job, I buckled down. I was like, okay, what do I need to do? So I just started with getting PS4 Remote Play up to my computer. I tried to get it up to OBS Studio, and all I did was just throw the game on and try and stream it with my name. Like I just put my name up in the top left corner just to see how it would look, and it was also bad. So just it's all been kind of these little failures that
Yeah.
have led me to my current position. But I'd say the first legitimate stream I had of what I was using was the PS4 Remote Play. I had made an overlay without a starting screen, without a be right back screen. I just put a camera up with my high chair in front of the TV, another high chair with two pillows on top of my laptop, which was using the laptop camera to catch my face in like the bottom left-hand corner while I was playing Fortnite with my friends. And I just remember thinking to myself, okay, I made it through. The frame rate isn't great, but at least I'm starting somewhere. And that's how it began. A computer, my laptop camera, two high chairs, two pillows, and my headset microphone, like just coming out of my headset.
Yeah, that's pretty much what we all start with, really. Then you just kind of upgrade it from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So where did you get your graphics? Was another question asked. You make them yourself, or you hire somebody?
So I went onto canva.com and I just looked up free overlays. And one of my buddies told me, don't do that because someone will think you're a poser if you do that.
Yeah.
I argue you should do that. We got
We got a raid here.
Oh, it's
Jimmy5191. What's up, guys?
sound the alarm.
Welcome to the podcast, everybody.
Wee woo, wee woo. All right.
Dixie Bark.
Welcome to the podcast.
Yeah,
guys.
if you guys are tuning in pretty late into the podcast, we're talking about Twitch games, interviewing our guest here, CB_project. He's a sportscaster
Hello.
and Twitch streamer with us.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. welcome.
Okay.
Yep. Do you want to continue? Yes.
Yeah, we can
Yeah, where
continue.
were we?
Yeah, so I found an overlay in Canva that looked good, and you can tweak it however you want. You don't have to just take it and go, stream starting soon, be right back. So I tweaked it in ways and moved certain things around, changed the color scheme, took elements and made it my like starting screen, and that's how I was able to build my graphics and my overlay. including the box. I just found something on Google. Now I could pay to get one professionally done, but it's working for me right now. And unless I hit it big time, I'll probably stick with what I've got. So go to canva.com. You can look up free layouts or overlays and tweak it however you want. And you have to pay maybe like $2, and then you can keep it for 5 days and continue to tweak it.
Interesting.
Not bad.
Another question asked, but you've
Fucking
already
right.
answered that. Is, are you single? You have a fiance, I've heard.
Yes. I have a fiance who I have been together with for almost 3 years. We're getting married in September on the James River at one of the oldest plantations in American history.
Congratulations. Have you ever
Nice,
heard of
yeah,
Shroot
congrats.
Farms?
Kind
You
of
can you
awesome.
can go there too. I don't know if you're an
Yeah.
Office guy. If you ever watched The Office.
I love The Office.
Yeah.
I think my headset went out. What'd you say?
Shroot Farms. You could get married there too.
Oh yeah, all the beats.
Yeah.
All the beats. And the 5 different rooms with all different themes.
Yep.
Yeah, what is it? Nighttime irrigation and what's the third one?
I don't
Forgot.
remember.
I don't
But
remember.
I
either.
think Jim and Pam take the second one.
Nighttime. They take irrigation.
Yeah, they take nighttime irrigation.
Nighttime irrigation and I forget. It's bothering me. Whatever. It's not important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, but congratulations. That's awesome, dude.
Yeah,
Thank
that's,
you.
That's awesome. I'm
Thank
excited
you,
for you.
thank you.
Yes.
Appreciate it.
Any group work in the future? I'm not sure what that question is directly going towards, but
I think it might be just working like what we're doing right now. Like
Yeah.
this is a group stream. We're podcasting as a group. And yeah, I'm always open to working with fellow streamers and fellow gamers, fellow sportscasters. It's friendship and being nice makes the world go around. At least that's what we like to believe. So I'm always willing to work with others and small streamer community, other communities that are kind enough to welcome me into their communities, and just communicating with everyone and working together to, do some fun stuff, do something different, like what you're doing here. And we had karaoke night the other night on the Discord. That was fun. So there's
I
always
missed that. I didn't see
opportunities.
karaoke
Yeah.
night.
It was fun, but there's always opportunities. And that's what I mean by the project I was working on. The earlier question is that's definitely a group project where you can get other members of community maybe to join in on the viewership and do raffles and whatnot to improve a stream or make it cool or fun or something that is worth your time and effort to create.
Yeah, super cool. So, Cold Cole also asks what your end goal on Twitch is. Where do you want to be? Where do you see yourself in the future?
In the future, my end goal on Twitch for the time being is this is strictly a hobby that I hope becomes something that makes people want to enjoy coming by and just having a good time. If that means making it big, awesome, that's great. If it means I stay hovering, less than 1,000 followers, but I'm having fun and I'm also able to schedule out my gaming, so I'm not just going ridiculous hours on end in a straight line.
Mhm.
That's even better. So I guess my end goal realistically is I'm doing it because it's fun. It's something that helps me stay organized with the amount of time that I game and put time into gaming. And it's just something I can do to keep my on-air broadcasting skills sharp with improvisation and just having camera presence.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I feel
that's
that.
your situation is really cool and unique because you have experience with it when most people don't. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I can't speak for you because I'm not a sportscaster, but I could see there are some similarities with it.
Absolutely. I mean, at the end of the day, you're doing a live, television.
Yeah, exactly.
essentially.
It's
So,
it's similar to TV. I'm assuming, right?
yeah, it is. I mean, if we're gonna go down that road, I'm more than welcome. When it comes to TV, it's live at the moment, sure, but there's a lot of work that goes into it before. You have to go and shoot the video. You have to find the stories. You have to report on those stories. You have to get the facts. You have to then edit the video together, and then you have to get dressed. You have to go stand in front of a camera, and then you have to talk in front of God knows how many people about the story you just went and reported on. Now, the time frame for a TV show is a lot less than streaming, where it's much more free flowing when you're playing a video game because it's live. You're playing the game and trying to entertain people in front of them. But there's the only work that goes into streaming is you're getting your setup ready. Now, I could do the same amount of writing and prep I do for sports broadcasting for Twitch and probably have the same kind of output on camera for you watching at home. But the difference is going to be it's all in the moment. You don't have a script. You're not right. You're not reading from a script. And a lot of times in live TV, you have to improvise. You have to go on the fly. But this has helped me a lot in terms of being able to fill dead air. Because a lot of times when you're playing, if there's not much going on in chat,
Oh, we lost.
and what I'm able to
do.
do, and I just started this, and I think Mark, you mentioned this to me in the SSC Discord, is that I've written down talking points.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good to know just like where you're gonna go with something.
At least
feel
I'm
you.
talking.
Oh, I think you're cutting out there for a second.
Was I? Oh, am I here? Hello?
Yeah, yeah. you're
Yes, we can hear you now.
Do you want me to start over? I won't.
We heard. I think we heard like 90% of that.
We missed like the last word. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
No, but definitely. I mean, like being able to talk on live television itself is just a skill that I don't think I could ever have. Like you have to know what you're saying. Like most of the time, I start
right now.
sentences and I don't know where they're going. Yeah.
Yeah. Neither do I. That's the beauty of speaking. I'm going to give everyone here that's watching a little tip. This is something that I learned from my mentor when I was at Miami. And he's been a sportscaster of the year in the state of Florida for 5 years, not in a row, but 5 years in his career. He told me, don't treat it like you're talking to hundreds of people. Treat it like what we're doing right now. You're talking to your friends.
Mhm.
You're much more comfortable talking to your friend than you are to anyone else, as many people as there are. So every time I look at the camera when I'm in a suit and I see the teleprompter, I don't treat it like 10,000 people, 5,000 people, 500 people are watching me. I treat it as though the producer who's in the control room is watching me because she or he is trying to roll the teleprompter to make sure I'm on pace. And I'm also talking to my best friend who's going to laugh about any mistakes I make later and just be like, you're good, man. You were doing great. If you look at it that way, you honestly can do anything in front of a camera. It's the crippling fear of being in front of many people that can be a problem.
Yeah, even when I give like
that's-
presentations in like school and stuff, like, I just end up just laughing because I just find it funny. I don't know. Like I'll stand up in front of the whole class and just like laugh at like myself. I don't
Which
know.
is good. You know, some people have, like you said, a crippling fear of just public speaking and being in front of a camera. You know, I haven't felt that to like the extent of some people, but like I get it. Like occasionally it's like kind of nerve-wracking.
Mhm.
But like, yeah, you just gotta think like, you know, I'm just talking to my friends, you know. It's
Yeah.
like we're the only ones here.
It's a good way
right
to think
now.
about it.
At the moment.
Exactly.
And the final question, would you consider switching or creating your own platform at some point?
Switching to out of Twitch, or
I would assume, yeah, that probably means YouTube or Mixer.
I think the only thing I would do, and I started doing this when I was playing Red Dead Redemption 2. So what I'm doing, well, I stopped doing it because I realized I wasn't playing the game. I was having too much fun talking with you guys. Is I just record my gameplay when I'm not streaming. And then maybe later I could make clips of what I'm doing and put it on YouTube as check this out. Here's what I discovered, blah, blah, blah. But also use it to edit together something and put on YouTube. Like, here's what CV Project is doing. I wouldn't do any live YouTube streaming unless I made it huge, because that's the only time you could do it. You would need someone else to also run a stream separately on top of what you're doing with Twitch. But Twitch works. I have Amazon Prime, so I'm just going to stick with Twitch. And I'll maybe if I get to that point and think that it's worth my time and effort, we'll start posting clips of what I've been recording off stream onto YouTube as like walkthroughs or cool clips and whatnot, just to share with everyone.
Yeah, I feel that. If anybody in the chat has any questions before we start wrapping up in a second here, get those questions out now. But yeah, I've considered doing YouTube streaming, just having everything on one platform, because I've always been into editing, making YouTube videos, and just to have all your audience on one platform would be nice. But I find I like Twitch a lot better than YouTube, so
Yeah.
I stick with this.
Yeah, Twitch just, you know, I feel like they know more because they're, you know, primarily streaming, whereas YouTube isn't, you know, it's.
I don't even know how to find a
mostly
stream on
videos.
YouTube, actually. Sometimes they
It's
get
weird 'cause,
recommended to me, but I
yeah.
wouldn't know where to find like the list.
You'd have to go. I don't know if there is a list,
Really.
which is what's weird about it.
Super
be-
weird.
I could be wrong, but I don't use it a lot. But
Huh.
I have never seen a list of YouTube streams. I just know because, like, if someone I'm subscribed to goes live, it tells me, you know?
Yeah.
But you would already have to be subscribed to them, which is the part where, like, how do you grow, you know?
Exactly.
I heard the growth there is faster than Twitch.
Really?
That's what I've heard.
Oh,
I don't know if they like
well, more
recommend-
people are on YouTube than there are on Twitch in
Yeah.
general. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Exactly. But also the people that are on Twitch all have, it's for the most part for games, where YouTube isn't. It's for
Mhm.
everything. I mean, Twitch is now for everything pretty much. It's not only games anymore, but that's what it was founded upon.
And
So
now
like
you get
everyone
the ASMR girls out
ASMR
there.
ones, yeah.
Yep.
But everyone on Twitch is looking for similar things, which I think it makes it a little easier for you because like, you already have your target audience kind of there. You just have to narrow it down to the game you're playing, or you know,
Exactly.
whereas on YouTube, not everyone is interested in games. So
Yeah.
it's like, but there are more.
And
people.
also,
It's not a
YouTube
big
is everyone on
difference.
YouTube wants a video, everyone on Twitch wants a stream. There's less people on YouTube that want to stream, I don't
Yeah,
know.
true.
It's just what I've experienced, but yeah, I'm sticking with Twitch for now. Sounds like you're sticking with Twitch for now.
Yep. Works for me.
Yep,
Yeah, if it works, don't fix it, but don't change. I don't know.
works don't.
If it ain't
I'm
broke,
not sure
don't
that's how.
fix it.
If it
Yeah,
ain't broke, don't fix it.
not sure that's how the saying goes, don't it?
Yeah, it's okay. We're good. It's fine.
Alrighty, so we're crossing the 1 hour mark. I don't know if we have any more topics you want to get out there before we wrap up.
Just excited for Super Smash Brothers despite the recent directs. I know that they're gonna do it right, and I'm gonna pour hours and hours into it. Buy Red Dead Redemption 2, if you can, being the key phrase, because it's an amazing game, and I'm calling it my second life as a cowboy because I literally can do anything I want in this game. The amount of customization and openness to what you can do, and embark on is insane. The
Yeah,
amount
they
of,
really
like,
tried to
seriously
sell the
Rockstar.
realism. Yeah.
It's a shame because God of War was Game of the Year frontrunner, but now Red Dead Redemption 2 is going to run away with it in a landslide.
Mm. Oh, I'm
Definitely
curious
on my
where they go
list
with.
for
They're
when it,
they're doing an online, aren't they?
Oh yeah. Cannot wait.
I hope they don't just oversell the
We're the Sticky
microtransactions.
Bandits.
Who's the sticky? What does that mean?
I'm gonna be my bandit clan is gonna be the Sticky Bandits. We're gonna be the Sticky Bandits from Home Alone.
Oh, the sticky bandits. Okay, I was thinking a different kind of sticky. I was like, it's a little gross, but okay.
Oh! Come on! This is a family podcast.
Hey Mark, what are you getting at there, man?
Come on, guy.
Hey man, yeah, okay. I definitely hope they don't go in the direction of Grand Theft Auto where they just shove microtransactions down your throat.
Me too.
But I mean,
I
it
think
works so
somebody-
well for them that I can't see them not doing it.
I mean, when has microtransactions not worked out?
I
Despite people
mean,
hate it. they
Star Wars
keep-
Battlefront 2.
yeah,
That's true. Good point.
yeah. That game came and died real quick.
Oh yeah.
A shame. I was excited for it, but
Me too.
Yeah,
Love me
it
some
had
Star Wars.
potential for sure.
It wasn't meant to be.
they could do so much with Star Wars, and they just gave it to EA.
I know.
Like we can get like a good story RPG Star Wars game, but instead they're just like,
Nah.
let's make them pay $200 for Darth Vader. That's what they want.
Yep.
It's unfortunate.
Indeed.
Okay. So anything you want to plug before we wrap this up here? All your Twitch and socials are on the screen, but
Yeah, check out the channel if you like what I've been saying so far. Want to hear me talk a lot more about sports, gaming, life, movies, topics, dogs, anything whatsoever. I probably won't be streaming on Monday, but I'll be back either Tuesday or Wednesday. I am going to have a big job interview coming up, not this week, but next week. So I'm dialing back the streams to get myself ready because it could be a big opportunity for me.
good
Yeah,
luck
good
with
luck
that.
with that.
That's-
That
Thanks.
sounds awesome.
Thank you. And follow me on Twitter and Instagram if you want to see what I'm doing with sports broadcasting. As Mark said, my stuff's there. Otherwise, thanks so much, guys. This was a blast.
Yeah, thank
Yeah,
you
it
for
was
coming out,
fun
man.
talking to you. It was awesome.
Game on.
Yeah, thanks for spending your time here. Appreciate it.
All right.
All right. See you later.
Deuces.